People of Mexico, we cannot wait to come visit and to come play. Sorry that we just haven't done it. I don't know what's going on, but I think something is going to change very, very soon.
Hi Mike, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm very excited to talk with you. I'm a really huge fan of Royal Blood. It's been a long time since you released How Did We Get So Dark and the tour to promote it. It was exciting to hear that you were coming back this year with a new album. But what was the road to the Typhoons and what motivated you to write your third album?
It was a long road. I guess we've really been on tour for like 2 years on that second record, and we kind of got spat out the other end of it, and we're pretty burnt out. And although we got to work almost immediately, we didn't really have like much energy or inspiration. You know, we were kind of thrown straight into it. And I think, you know, a lot of that year was spent, the first year of writing or whatever, it was spent just trying to work out where to go, where to navigate to. And we never really landed on anything that felt new. It wasn't necessarily bad, it didn't feel fresh. It felt kind of like something that could have been on the same album. The first thing that really did that was Trouble's Coming, and then it was like, aha, eureka, here we go. And it kind of pointed us in a direction that we felt excited about, you know, and inspired.
One thing that caught my attention about this album is that it has super danceable songs, and you took a reference from the music you were making before Royal Blood with some influences like Daft Punk, Justice, and Philip's Dark from Cashews. Did you find it hard to bring these beats into your sound?
The beats are really what started it, you know. They were the building blocks, you know, like they usually are to most songs. So as soon as the songs began, yeah, we were already in that kind of zone. So yeah, it was pretty easy.
Talking about Daft Punk, how did you take the news of his split?
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, what a legacy, what a band, what a journey. I think I will say that ending it, I respect that, because no one really does that anymore. Most people just get fat and old and shit and just sort of fizzle out, you know. So to end with a high and go out in dignity, I respect that.
Typhoons is a real musical journey. I feel it's like a roller coaster of emotions and reflection of everything we've been through this past year. At times we had beer brand songs like Trouble's Coming, but the album closes in a very solemn way with All We Have Is Now, a beautiful and hopeful piano song. What did you feel when you listened to the whole album?
I'm so proud of it. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I just can't believe how much we put into it, you know. It sort of there's not a track I want to skip, it doesn't slip, and yeah, I mean, listening to it is great. I feel incredibly proud, and I still have the same level of excitement around the songs as well. I'm not kind of tired of them, I'm not sick of them.
Josh Homme was involved in the production of Boilermaker, one of the powerful songs on Typhoons. And I know you toured with Queens of the Stone Age, but what was it like working with him in the studio? How much of Josh's influences sounds in this song?
Yeah, he was amazing to work with. It was just a lot of fun, in all honesty. We knew each other pretty well by the time we were working together, so the ice had already been broken in that sense, and we had a great amount of trust and respect, you know, mutually, that allowed us to kind of venture into the unknown a little bit and try new things. And Boilermaker was obviously a massive highlight, and yeah, it really opened our minds actually to kind of the studio, really, the world of the studio, and how how it's kind of lawless in there, you know, and I think that really inspired us to continue when we're working on this record. You know,
one of the most amazing things in Royal Blood is that you and Ben managed to create with bass and drums the sound of a folk band. But in the hypothetical case that you could put together a super band with living or dead musicians, who would you choose and why?
Choose. This isn't a cop-out answer, but I would just choose John Paul Jones, Jimmy Page, John Bonham, Robert Plant.
Royal Zeppelin.
That's it. They were the great. They're the best.
Hey,
that is the best lineup.
it's a powerful combination.
It really is. I think it's got promise.
On this album, we hear a different version of Royal Blood. On the one hand, you don't lose the essence of your first album, but we can also see a more fun side of the band. What do you think was the biggest learning from How Did We Get So Dark to Typhoons?
I think really the lessons learned, well, the main one for me was about kind of being open really to wherever the music wants to go, because I think one of the things holding us back in the past is like limiting yourself or restricting yourself as to what something should be or where it could go. And I think this album is really a result of us getting out of our own way and letting our hands and feet do what they're supposed to do, you know? So that was the main one.
I know this could be very complicated, but what's your favorite song from this album or the one you can't wait to play live?
I think Limbo is certainly the one I can't wait to play live, because I feel like it's a song we can end the set on, you know? And for years now, that's always been Out of the Black, but I think there's now an argument that that's the closing song, which is exciting, you know, it's a big one.
After so many years as a band, touring and more, what is the greatest satisfaction that music and being part of this band like Royal Blood has given you?
I think the ability to travel and travel so much, you know, and get to see the world, because I feel like that's a shared dream of most people, you know. You don't have to be a musician to really want to see the rest of the world, you know. And it's certainly, you know, we've certainly gone to a lot of places that we'd never have been lucky enough to get to if it wasn't for the band, you know. To me, that's actually the greatest gift of it. I think it's not something I take for granted.
I see on Instagram that you are making new music, but what can we expect in the recent future for Royal Blood?
I think you can just expect the future, really. I think, we've never been kind of so revived and excited to be back in the studio and making music. So yeah, who knows, you know. But I think the main focus for us now is getting back on stage and getting live and putting on a show.
The last one, in Mexico we have been waiting a long time to see Royal Blood live. For now, I know it's impossible to know when you will be back, but can we hope that you will finally visit us for the very first time very soon? Do you have any message for your Mexican fans?
People of Mexico, we cannot wait to come visit and to come play. Sorry that we just haven't done it. I don't know what's going on, but I think something is going to change very, very soon. And we can't wait to be with you.
Thank you so much for your time, Mike. Congratulations for this album and hope to see you soon.
Thank you.